also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!
It's rather extraordinary, so your bus is commentary, a literary genius and a superior beat creator have come together, and we made a musical composition which we think is a remedy to cure all the dance floors. It's empty. You wanna dance? We got what you want. Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince buzzing out with the brand new funk. The way that it happened, one day I was rapping and on the beat Jeff was backing me up, and all of a sudden he brought in a cut and I dropped my microphone and said, what the, hold up, Jeff, wait a minute, play it.
Welcome in. It's Front Row Thursday. You're locked in with Joel Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. And I knew it was deaf when I started rapping to it. This is the song on I'm the Rapper, He's the DJ that lets you know that in spite of all the storytelling, corny raps, we kind of had bars. Happy birthday, DJ Jazzy Jeff. By the way, did you guys see the photos of Will, Jada, Willow, and Jaden in Paris at Fashion Week? They look fantastic. That really is a really beautiful looking family. But tonight we are talking about other things. Thanks for locking in. We are getting into feelings, friction, and power checks, right? Naomi Osaka turns a simple come on into a full-blown moment at the Australian Open. And suddenly, it's a conversation, right? We are also now hearing tales of Jeanie Buss and her private frustrations with LeBron and Klutch Sports. It's an interesting time that they're starting to spill out. Well, we'll get into that. We're also talking Drake going back to court trying to revive his lawsuit against UMG. Yeah, he's still fighting at the culture right now. But we'll get into that. And later, we have some more trending topics and headlines to get into. But before we get into all of that, you have to start the night off with a few conversation starters. First up, it is Oscar nomination Thursday. And when I tell you Sinners, 8 down, 16 nominations, the most nominated film in history, better give it up to that. So Ryan Coogler is nominated 3 times as producer, writer, and director of Sinners. Michael B. Jordan is nominated for Smoke and Stack. Wume Musaku is nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Shout out to Tiana Taylor. She's nominated for that as well. Big ups to Delroy Lindo, nominated for Sinners. Tiana Taylor was nominated for One Battle After Another. I'm just assuming you knew that, but let's slide that in there. And Ruth E. Carter was nominated again, making her, I believe, as far as below the line talent, the most decorated African-American woman in Oscars history. So salute to her for costuming. Production design, cinematography, Raphael Sadiq, and I'm forgetting of the gentleman's name that created the score. They are nominated. Now we'll wait and see what happens when the actual ceremony comes. But bask in this, gloat in this, take it all in, right? It's fire. Congratulations to Centers and all the nominees. We can get into the rest later, but, we're shouting those out. All right. Also, since it's Front Row Thursday, let me get you ready for some things that are coming together. Grammy-nominated R&B star Summer Walker has finally announced a new tour, still finally over it. It's launching in March in Toronto, wrapping up in July in Vancouver with major international stops in London at the O2 Arena. She'll be hitting LA June 25th, right in time for the BET Awards, right? And listen, we know Cardi B is going on tour starting next month. We know that starting next week, New Edition, Tony Braxton, and Boyz II Men are going on tour. 112 Total are on tour. They'll be in LA tomorrow. Get your dollars up. It's tour season. Don't forget, Bruno Mars is going on tour. A$AP Rocky too. Get into the live experience. It's here for you. Listen, when we come forward, we have more trending topics and headlines. We're going to get into a lot of things. You're locked in with Joel Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Watch me, ooh, okay, ooh, okay, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, you do, watch me, you do, okay, ooh, do the stanky leg, 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 do the stanky leg.
Are you ready for the hottest entertainment scoop in Los Angeles? She's bringing you exclusive interviews with today's biggest stars, behind-the-scenes Hollywood insights, and all the entertainment news you need to know. She's breaking down what's trending, what's ending, and what's just beginning in the world of entertainment. You're riding with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Light a candle, pour some wine. Grab a roll, the soft kind for a little me time. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wavy edges for my rear. So let the softness caress your soul. Just relax, you're on a roll. Let her rip. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear.
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has the same softness you love, now with wavy edges that tear better than the leading one-ply brand. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Small businesses are the heart of America. But you don't have to go it alone. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Get the connections, education, and guidance you need with SCORE. We're ready to help. Find a mentor today at score.org.
Hey, KBLA delegation, you know what's better than laughing? Laughing while celebrating the legends who made us laugh in the first place. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to present our annual Black History Month luncheon. And this year, we're honoring comedy greats, trailblazers who broke barriers, and funny bones at the same time.
You had to grow up early when we was growing up because your parents were seen to the store to buy. You was too young to buy. I want you to go to the store, get me a fifth of gin and a pack of cigarettes. Mama, I'm two, they ain't gonna let me have that. Here, take this note. You be a little boy walking down the street with liquor and cigarettes. And your neighbors be going, that's a good little boy right there.
We need a little levity right about now. So we're rolling out the red carpet for comedy royalty. D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Lunel, Dion Cole, Martin Lawrence, and a surprise guest appearance. It's going up Thursday, February 26th in downtown LA at the Grammy Museum. An unforgettable afternoon of stories, celebration, and yes, plenty of laughs, because let's be real, these legends don't just tell jokes. They have changed the game, opened doors, and made history while making us smile.
You gotta go to child support court. You gotta get there real early in the morning. You see brothers going into court. You see them come out 3 hours later. I can't pay this. Let me talk to you, baby. Please, let me talk to the witness, Your Honor. Let me talk to the witness. Brother be working for 3 weeks, get his check, is $43.
This year, for the first time ever, we have set aside a limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon. They are going to go fast, and when they're gone, they're gone. So, if you want a single ticket, or if your company or organization wants to sponsor a table, move swiftly and get to KBLA1580.com right now. All these comedy giants in one room, on one stage, at the same time? Stop it! This event is going to sell out quicker than right now and sooner than at once. KBLA Talk 1580's annual Black History Month luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. It's gonna be legendary, just like them.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You got to laugh the pain away.
Now back to more entertainment news with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. So first up, a bit of business. If you're familiar, if not, listen. If you want to get in on this conversation, 800-920-1580. That's the number that you can dial. Hit us up on social media, KBLA 1580, or me at Stiletto Jill. You can also go and download the app to catch up on past episodes. They've been great, no? Yeah, I think so. And of course, if you want the visual to go along with the audio experience that you are now finding yourself on, jump into the YouTube chat with our VIPs. Chat. Shout out to them. They always keep it bubbling. Now, as it is Front Row Thursday, Friday Junior, my Friday, check this out. I hope you got your snacks, right? And a libation. It's Thursday. You're allowed to indulge me. Tonight, I am getting into Los Negros organic tequila. It is a Black-owned tequila brand, the Blanco. Do you know? We're going to sip and dish. Look at Andy. I know Andy's always on point, right? We love that. So shout out to Los Negros tequila, Black-owned and organic. Very nice. All right, you guys. So first up, let's talk what happened today with Naomi Osaka at the Australian Open, right? She was in a match against Sorana Krista. I think I'm probably jacking up her last name. Apologies to that young lady. She's clearly having a bad day, right? Well, during the second round of the Australian Open, right, Naomi found herself in a heated exchange with the Romanian player after being accused of basically being disruptive between serves, right? Because, tennis is a more quiet game. So Naomi is expressive, like we've seen lots of tennis players do, to hype themselves up. Lots of athletes in general speak to themselves, hype themselves up. You don't even have to be an athlete, really, to do that, right? So it was before a serve, and Naomi was just like, I believe it was after a point that she won, right? But she said, come on, to herself, clearly, right? And so Sorana was a little vexed by that. Maybe because she was losing at the time. I'm not sure. But it was between serves. She immediately questioned the umpire, asking, was this okay? And the umpire let her know that it was beyond okay. It wasn't disruptive to her moment. And play ball, basically, right? She said that it wasn't a hindrance. And old girl was a little salty, right? I'm giving this to you guys with a little flavor, of course. But post-match, right, you could see them when Naomi put out her hand to shake her hand. She kind of brushed her off a little bit. She shook it, but it was a little dismissive. And they had a little exchange of words. So during Naomi's moment, the commentator asked her what happened, right? And it was an interview with the BBC. Naomi said, apparently a lot of come-ons. That's what that was about, right? What I didn't appreciate for Naomi, and they discussed it further, and you could tell, we know that Naomi has taken time away from the game because of mental health issues, right? So you could tell that she was a little emotional at one moment. She was just like, bruh, please. She apologized for calling the opponent out in her post-press conference, which I strongly disagree with because she wasn't disrespectful in what she said. And, it's one of those things you hate when someone seems to over-apologize for being themselves. That's what you don't want to see. But, the crowd responded with an uproar, when Osaka suggested that it might be Serrana's final Australian Open. So, listen, when men pump themselves up, it's confidence, right? We can think about tennis greats that were known to be fiery and peppery. We think about somebody like Kevin Garnett, who is known for talking to himself on the court. People say he's a little crazy with that, but good teammate. Like, it is a tool, and it wasn't Naomi so quiet. It wasn't even really disruptive. So I want her to stand, like Urban Spinster said in the chat, 10 toes down. I hope she goes far. Naomi has won 4 Grand Slams, right? And again, she has been, up and down. We know that she has a young daughter. So I just want the best, right? It wasn't about rules. I really just sometimes feel like the entitlement seeps through from everywhere. I don't know. She wasn't out of line to me. Andy?
I wonder if they had like DEI classes with regards to tennis.
Probably not.
Because, with Naomi Osaka, same thing with Serena Williams, with her dancing and all that other type of stuff. It's like, black folks can't emote without it, being seen as, aggressive or whatever. Just something negative.
Because they're intimidated. Do you know, as I said,
that's facts.
I think... I don't know if it was match point. It might have been. I can't remember. Let me not lie about that. But she obviously lost the match. And I just think that when you see that someone is, or maybe she doesn't feel that she's better than her. Maybe she, sometimes people react a certain way too when they feel that someone is in a position undeserving or that they should be there. Envy, I'm not sure, but I do think that she was doing a bit much. And I feel like Naomi handled it gracefully while still calling it out. And she's allowed to have feelings. Keep pushing, girl. Shout out to that. All right, listen, speaking of speaking up and speaking out and peculiar timing. So a new ESPN report has dropped, and it's revealing some interesting information about Lakers minority now owner Jeanie Buss, and supposedly an issue that she's had with LeBron James for the past few years, dealing with his influence and the control exerted by Klutch Sports, his agent, obviously Rich Paul. And so she reportedly, according to this report and sources, we don't know who the sources are, she reportedly was upset at LeBron being labeled the savior of the Lakers franchise when he decided to come to the Lakers in 2018. They're also allegedly saying that LeBron informed the Lakers as early as 2017 that he wanted to head over to the Lakers. Now, I feel like that's a tricky thing for revelations to come out because that's against the collective bargaining agreement on both sides, right? But I'm just going to leave that there. They say that they felt, this article also said that they felt that they made the 2021 Russell Westbrook trade to appease LeBron. He pushed for it and then didn't take any accountability when it didn't work. She also said that overall, LeBron kind of doesn't take accountability. And in 2022, they're saying that she even mused about not potentially extending him, even floating the idea of potentially a Clippers trade. He ended up signing a 2-year, $104 million deal in 2024 with a no trade clause. Some in the comments, are saying that perhaps this information is coming out now so that LeBron can waive his no trade clause or something like that, because it's clearly Luka's team. And even though LeBron's been, welcoming, there are certain moments people feel have stuck out, like him not being at Luka's extension conference and a couple of other things. So we'll have to see what happens with the ongoing Lakers saga. Really, the point of this article, it should be pointed. Oh, and they also felt LeBron wasn't thankful enough for them drafting Bronny. They feel that he wasn't appreciative enough about this.
Man, let this man retire in peace, dog. You feel me? If anything, get rid of him, because we were doing quite well when he was over there on the bench. Like, all this stuff that's coming up about LeBron is just, I don't know. It sounds grifting like. Whatever this report is just for, in my opinion, clicks and views. This doesn't even sound like Jeanie Buss's character in a lot of ways. I felt like if it was that much of an issue, I felt like Jeanie Buss would bring LeBron into the office and shut things down.
But would she? Does she have a relationship like that with him? I mean,
you the Lakers.
Here's the thing, right? One thing that is for sure, I agree with Maurice in the chat. The NBA is pushing LeBron out slowly. I feel like they want to move past LeBron, not just the Lakers. I feel like in a way, and he's making it hard. I feel like the same thing happened with Jordan and the Washington Wizards, how they started kind of, not in the same way, but how people were turning on him and ready for, it was all excitement at first, and then it was like, man, get him out of here. He's a cancer. Even with Kobe a little bit towards the end, people were starting, I think that in sports, right, even though people have their beloveds, it's about the now. And however revered you are and respected you are, if they feel like you are clogging up cap space for another player that can punch us ahead, it's going to be tricky. And it's always been a weird thing with Laker fans and LeBron. I didn't realize how strongly Laker fans felt about LeBron one way or another.
Are you serious?
For a long time, I didn't. I really didn't.
Really?
Yeah, because I felt like, why wouldn't you want LeBron on the Lakers?
Because this is Kobe squad.
Yeah, but Kobe wasn't playing anymore.
We don't care. Let me tell you something. Let me speak for myself.
We got to move on. We still want to be winners, right?
Let me speak for myself.
Okay.
Let me speak for myself. I'm a Kobe guy. Through thick and thin. Shaq left us.
Yes.
It was Kobe squad, right?
Yes.
We rocking with Kobe. Now, this is Kobe's opportunity for him to, stamp his legacy as the guy, as the only guy. Unfortunately, throughout that process,
injuries.
LeBron James came into the league.
But they never even had a face-up. Think about it. When Nike set it up for the puppets and the Lakers didn't make it.
Shout out to Dwight Howard.
They really weren't rivals in
it doesn't matter.
Technical sense.
Rivals or not. As far as like the face of the league at that time, you can say that LeBron James was starting to somewhat surpass a Kobe Bryant. And for me, I didn't like that. I was like, bump LeBron. Who is this LeBron cat? You know what I'm saying? Y'all pushing him up, gassing him up like he's the next big thing or whatnot, which, you can say that he was or whatever. But I'm a Kobe guy.
Right.
And I want to see Kobe excel. You feel me? So,
but he did. Like, LeBron being here, to me,
Kobe could have had a couple MVPs.
I'm still mad about the Steve Nash one. No disrespect. I know Steve Nash was balling out there.
To be fair, I give it to Steve Nash. He did deserve those 2 MVPs, though, because the Suns were garbage, and he definitely did change that whole situation. But the hate is just like Kobe is our guy. LeBron was, bro, we not rocking with you.
And LeBron gave us another title, right? And I mean,
we still not rocking with that title, unfortunately.
I'm rocking with it. I don't know why you guys don't want to take that title. The Spurs did not turn over their lockout shortened season title.
I'm with you on that too. Dallas too in 2011.
Yeah, so bump all y'all with that. That's our chip. But I do feel like it is an interesting tide, but I think it's the tide that happens when a player is at the end of his career. If we think about it, these same issues were what happened in Miami as well as Cleveland.
You talking about with LeBron?
Yeah, as far as like with management and Klutch,
sometimes. That's on LeBron then.
But I mean, it is. I think it's a particular. It's a precarious situation because owners want to feel like owners. This is my product. But LeBron is the star and he's doing the thing. So both are jockeying for position and trying to big dog one another because at the end of the day, somebody has to be the one on top.
And this is why it's just a little bit surprising to me because how do you let? I get LeBron James and his whole infrastructure and his whole institution or whatnot, but like, man, we are the Lakers, bro.
We are.
16 before you arrived, homie. And that's what I'm like. You really allowed LeBron James and this Klutch sport, like they came in like some gangsters and they taking over the Lakers franchise.
I mean, I think
don't wanna
you
believe
know,
that.
I think that they had
Put your foot
demands,
down,
they had
Jeanie
things.
Buss.
I mean, I think that they have, but you know, it causes friction because then you have the issue of your star player not getting along with the front office. So I think both sides have probably done things that they feel extended grace to the other side.
Yeah.
But I just think ultimately the situation's kind of run its course.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. LeBron James.
But I don't.
Enjoy your
Where's
last year
LeBron
here.
James gonna go to another? I think he should.
Go back to Cleveland.
No, he's not doing that. I thought that this should have been his last year. I'm sure he'll probably end up someplace else, but. Then my thing is, then you're looking how Shaq looked on it, minus the injuries, of course. Shaq looked, but I'm just saying, like team hopping for a legend at the end. I just find that sad. But
I wouldn't necessarily say team hopping. He's probably just trying to figure out a smooth way to end his career in a more comfortable space. I'm sure he wants to compete for a championship. Most likely, you know what I'm saying? I think you should stay.
But no place he can go to compete for a championship unless he's going to give them a heck of a deal on the salary. He sucks up all the air. So it just doesn't work. So he might as well stay here.
Whatever.
When we come forward, more trending topics and headlines. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, okay, ooh, okay, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, okay, ooh. Now I mean you, now I mean Superman, okay. Now I mean you, now I mean Superman, okay. Now I mean you, now I mean Superman, now I mean you.
You're in the know with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. A bill to designate October 14th as Charlie Kirk Day of Remembrance in Florida has cleared a second Senate committee.
If we're going to open the door to legislate remembrance, then we must be prepared to remember fully and not selectively.
An amendment by Black Democratic Senator Chevron Jones to instead recognize George Floyd failed. A Minnesota judge is declining to sign a complaint charging Black journalist Don Lemon over a protest that disrupted a church service in St. Paul. Reports say the decision angered Attorney General Pam Bondi, though sources note the Justice Department could still pursue other legal options. And the Grammys are expanding this year's performance lineup. Pharrell Williams and Clips have been announced as performers for the upcoming ceremony. Both acts are also nominees, with Williams earning 3 nods and Clips picking up 5. The Grammys air February 1st on CBS. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
5 northbound is loading up, getting away from the 133 freeway, and that tough drive out of Irvine takes you all the way into Anaheim, looking better past Harbor. Let's head out to Anaheim on the 91 eastbound. It's slow rolling away from Kramer Glosell. You continue all the way to Green River. Hollywood, a wreck on the 101 northbound before Cahuenga. It's off to the shoulder, but delays are still pushing back from about the 110 freeway. And the southbound side of the 101, that's still a mess out of Calabasas, leaving Las Virgenes. You're on the brakes and stretches all the way into downtown Los Angeles.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Is this the time? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
I'm a bad man.
Today, January 22nd, is the 20-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant delivering one of the most iconic performances in NBA history. January 22nd, 2006, Kobe dropped 81 points on the Toronto Raptors in the Lakers' 122-104 victory at Staples Center. In 42 minutes, Kobe made 28 of 46 shots and was 18 of 20 at the free throw line. He outscored Toronto by himself in the second half, 55-41. As electric as Kobe was that night, he was 19 points points shy of the NBA's all-time single-game scoring record. That claim to fame belongs to Wilt Chamberlain. As a member of the Philadelphia Warriors, Chamberlain scored 100 points against the New York Knicks on March 2nd, 1962. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford is one of 5 finalists for the NFL's Most Valuable Player Award. Stafford led the NFL with 4,707 yards passing and 46 touchdown passes. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, yo, come on. Here come the drums.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah, gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
As we go a little something like this.
Hey, it is me, D.L. Hughley, and I am thrilled to be heard weekdays in my hometown on KBLA Talk 1580. So check out the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a whole lot to talk about, let me tell you.
That's for the real. You're listening to Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
M-I-N is Long hill, red bottoms. Long hill, red bottom. Long hill, red bottom. Long hill, red bottom. Step, 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 step in your step, 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 step in your long hill, red bottoms. Long hill, red bottom. Long hill, red bottom. Long hill, red bottom. Step, 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 step in your step, 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 step in your.
What's this serious? Answer, Miss Trina, private dancer, long hair, don't care, left no evidence like I won't dare. Now they tryna smell from a perfume. If it was not me, then whom? I'm talking about coulda came out tonight wearing J's, skin tight jeans, would've worked, but hey, thought it was time for a change. I'm guilty, what can I say? Kinda like M-I-N.
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580. Shout out to Trina, the Diamond Princess, the baddest chick. Hey.
The homie used to want to fight me.
For this song? For playing this song?
Man, my homie was a huge Trina fan, and if you remember, like her album cover, I think the first one, she was like a doctor or a nurse or something like that.
And she was on the gurney, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On top of the individual, and of course, what was the video? Take It to the House with the basketball whole scene or whatnot, and
she was a cheerleader.
She was a cheerleader or whatnot, and the homie, we was just chilling and whatnot. The video came on, and I think he was in the kitchen or something, and Trina's verse was about to come on. And, I wasn't thinking much of nothing. I just changed the channel. I think I was probably going to go to ESPN or something. This dude literally, dove over the couch, diving. How the verdict for A$AP Rocky, how he kind of jumped over trying to, grab Rihanna. That's how he literally jumped over the couch. Like, bro, what you doing? And we low-key almost, got into a squad just because he was like,
I'm trying to see my girl.
You feel me? I was like, this dude is crazy. But shout out to Trina.
Big ups to Trina. So listen, shout out to iShowSpeed. He made history. At just 21, he has become the first Black YouTuber creator to surpass 50 million subscribers. He hit the milestone while live streaming in Nigeria during his Africa tour. So he's not just creating creator economy, he's expanding global influence, right? Without institutional permission. He has been having a ball over there. He was on a gorilla trekking expedition. He raced a cheetah. Went to some beautiful waterfall and some other things. So, out there doing it. Shout out to that, Andy.
Shout out Speed. But I'm low-key jealous.
Why?
You get to travel the world. You get to do a whole bunch of things, and all you're doing is streaming.
Right. Just showing people what you do and how you feel about it.
You living your life. Just put on the camera, and people are going crazy. But much love to you, though, bro. Much love.
No. But we haven't heard his story. He might have a Kai Cenat story in 5 years, about the mental pressure that he was under and things of that nature. I don't know. Can you imagine 50 million people? I thought about that on Instagram with people that have 100 million followers and stuff. That is crazy to me. 100 million people want to know your movements?
It's a new generation. These cats grow up with the technology. So I think when you got stuff like Roblox and GTA, when you have unlimited worlds, and it's possible, people get used to it.
Indeed. Well, listen, someone that is used to the spotlight and the sting of it at times, your guy Drake is appealing the Not Like Us ruling, right? 3 months after a federal judge dismissed his defamation lawsuit, Drake has filed a 60-page appellate brief seeking to revive claims against Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's Grammy-winning diss. Now, once again, he's not suing Kendrick, just so we're clear. Drake argues still that the song states as a fact that he is a certified pedophile. He claims that UMG relentlessly marketed the record in a way that caused real harm. And, Judge Jeanette Vargas has already ruled the lyrics were non-actionable opinion within a rap battle context. But Drake says that the ruling creates a dangerous categorical rule, shielding labels from liability. Drake, is he forgetting some of the diss tracks and the disses that he has said to people? Meek, Pusha T, the random ops that you talk about on the songs? Sounds crazy. So UMG's response is due March 27th, right? But the issue is the same issue that has been continuing as far as this particular item. Drake lost the room. Drake, it's not making sense. It's not adding up. It doesn't even sound right from you as an artist. I don't know, Courts don't restore dominance. Now, I'm saying that knowing full well Drake still has an audience, can still, draw a crowd, can still put out hits. But Really, dog? What are you doing? Andy?
I might be interpreting this all wrong, but, shout out to Zoe Williams. Zoe Williams talks about narcissism a lot. And one thing about narcissists is that, like, they can't take criticism or, they can't take losses sometimes. So sometimes they crash out. And I don't know, this is kind of behavior of that. Like, this is just showing, his narcissistic ways. Like somebody said in the chat, like, let it go, Drake. You tripping over what is it? Defamation? Lies? Alleged lies? Come on, bro. This is hip hop, dog. You see J. Cole about to drop next month, homie, on the 26th.
We're 2 years removed now, Drake. We might have started moving on. Really? I don't know. Go make a hit, Drake. You got it in you. I know you do. You really, really do. I promise you. You can't steal your way back to cool, though. Right? So drop it and let the cool naturally flow back over you. They'll accept you in. All right, listen. When we come forward, we're going to get into, this has been a sports night. I for the most part, minus Drake. Yeah, it's true. We got Sean Stockman coming up after this, and we're going to give you a couple of details on the search for Gervonta Tank Davis. The U.S. Marshals have joined the search. All of that and more when we come forward.
What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. I'm whipping around on like 600 acres. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You just better not ask for no favor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's love for my brothers and debt to a trader. Let's go. She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her is all natty like Florida Gator. Let's go. You switch on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go. What's the get back for this TBD? I look at it like a BTC. Could be down this week and I'm up next week. I don't give a if you love me. I don't give a if you like me. Asking me how did it feel? Can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right.
You're riding with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Enjoying a healthy dinner that tastes great means eating out at a pricey restaurant, right? Wrong. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers are delicious and healthy. The Tray and Tray steam technology delivers crisp veggies and tender protein in tasty selections, like Healthy Choice Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It's a satisfying meal with 28 grams of protein and nothing artificial. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. What having it all tastes like.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions.
The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
Stiletto pumps in the club. Yeah. Stiletto pumps in the club. Yeah. Get crunk. I'm right down when you see me because I'm coming up fresh, right with the realest. You feel me? So you should call me the best. I can look jazzy, act nasty with my stiletto heels on, but if I that's up and try me, then her hair will get thrown. I'm turning heads left and right, so next you see one footstep out the car, strolling through the club, then I make my way right by the bar. Yeah, you're eyeing me, I'll take them from you, so watch out. I'm looking jazzy, acting classy, but I got a sassy now. Hair is done and nails are too, and I match from head to toe. Then to top it off, I'm rocking 60s black stilettos. Different color every day, that's just to match the mood I'm in. Silver, red, gray, and black, looking this good should be a scene. Stiletto pumps in the club. Whoever thought that these girls would get pumped?
Welcome back in. You're locked in with Jill Munroe on KBLA Talk 1580.
We rockin' stilettos.
We rockin' stilettos. We rockin' stilettos.
We rockin' stilettos.
Was this Crime Mob proper or just Diamond? Like, this was Crime Mob in the group, right? Okay. Let me tell you, Crime Mob had those little bops where you were like, what? Hey, oh. All right, you guys, listen, we got a couple of more stories for the night.
You know that's your theme song, right? Stiletto Jill.
I know. And, you know, funny enough, because I'm in sneakers every day here, but when that song dropped, I definitely was always in stilettos.
I was in the club for sure, turning up.
That was 3XL t-shirt days, right?
Sure
that was like snap dancing time.
Before the snap.
It was before the snap?
This is Crunk.
Crunk, okay.
Get Low.
Crunks.
Lil Jon. Trillville.
What was, what's the guy also from Atlanta?
Bone Crusher.
Yes.
I Ain't Never Scared.
That was my
That was that time period too.
Yeah.
Yo, the clubs at that time, it felt like raves. I've never been to a rave, but the stories I heard from raves, go ahead and play down south Lil Jon, Atlanta. I'm telling you, what do you call it? The mosh pits. There we go. I mean,
throwing bows, all that stuff.
You were liable to get bowed.
Man.
Good times.
And now they don't dance no more, like Goody Mob said. All they do is this with a bottle. All right, you guys. So listen. It's wild times in 2026. I kind of don't know what to say. U.S. Marshals have joined Miami police in the search for former WBA light champion Gervonta Tank Davis. He is now considered a fugitive following an alleged domestic violence incident that happened in the club in Miami, right? A warrant was issued earlier this month tied to an alleged incident in the club in Miami. The allegations were that he grabbed the victim, an ex-girlfriend, allegedly, by the head and throat, dragged her downstairs, through a kitchen, through the building, out into the parking lot. The charges he's facing include battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. Security footage reportedly corroborates the account of what happened, and a civil lawsuit has been filed. And Davis went missing shortly after a warrant was issued. But in the meantime, he was going back and forth a little bit on Instagram with academics. Talking mess. So, I mean, he's around. He's aware. We'll see what happens. You know, will he be protected, or will it be resolved on the side? Really unclear at this time, but obviously his silence is becoming a strategy. Maybe while they figure out how he turns himself in. But as a boxer, as a man, we know, especially as a man that utilizes his hands in such a manner for a living, bruh, there should not be an occasion. You shouldn't even play fight. You shouldn't even You shouldn't even caress extra hard. You just shouldn't. Do you know? So hopefully all of that is resolved. Everyone is safe. Prayers to everyone involved. Now listen. Also, this was brought up tonight. This is a side. Not going to get too deep off into this, but Nicki Minaj managed to save her $20 million Calabasas mansion today. There was a $503,000 default judgment that was being placed against her home to play out a former man that worked security. And in 2019, he claims that he was assaulted by her husband while he worked security at a Nicki concert, right? Nicki and her husband never responded to the lawsuit, which resulted in the default judgment. The creditor's attorney told Rolling Stone, "It required us going to the 1 yard line. Payment was made just in time to stop the sale," because they were going to auction off her mansion to pay that off, but she got the money. Listen, Nick, I really think you probably should have got more for that appearance so that you wouldn't have had to gone down to the wire. I don't know. It just really is sad to me what is happening with Nicki Minaj. You know, she was one of our great female artists, and this turn is just, I mean, not that we haven't seen it with lots of male rappers, but it's just ugly.
Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? We got a new wave. Shout out to Lotto.
Facts.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Amaretta.
Yeah, I want Megan. I listen. You know what my standing beef with Megan?
You still
is.
upset with her production?
Not all of it, but I really, really, really. A consultant, something. She needs someone strong to guide her into some things that, one, you know, she has a very staccato flow.
I love that staccato.
I love her flow. I'm not talking, but because her flow is the beat, I think sometimes she picks tracks that compete with her voice and don't complement it. Wow. I just, you know, I think that there are maybe some different type of grooves that she could get on that would be more complementary to that. I think her flow is sick. I like her pen game, but sometimes I feel there's a redundancy in the type of beats that she picks in the production. And so that's why I think sometimes it feels like her stuff doesn't feel fresh.
She might want to link up with Manny Fresh. I don't know. That might be a good look.
Could be. We'll see. I know she's picking beats for her Act 3 of her trilogy.
Speaking of beats, you know Versus is back.
With who?
Exactly. Mike Will made it versus Hit Boy. It's a producer.
I mean, no, I know. Mike Will made it. I mean, listen, I have gone on record talking about how I enjoyed the Bangers album. Mike Will, that's Miley Cyrus, by the way. They both have some hits, you know, varied across the board from R&B to pop to hip hop. So be a good one. But is it going to be a standard? Like, it's not going to be a stage show, right?
That's what everybody's trying to figure out. We don't know what the situation is going to be. It might be a stage situation.
Take it back to the essence.
And people have been saying that. Considering these cats are producers and they produce for so many artists or whatnot, it probably would be best if they just, you know, did it old school, be in a booth somewhere or whatnot, and just play your records. We're not looking for no party or whatnot.
How long is the Sean Stockman clip? Too long, huh?
Let's see here. A good 4 minutes.
Okay. All right. We're going to try this again. I'm going to make room for it on Monday. No, because we have 3.
Say less.
So listen, shout out to the chat. They're still chatting. Royal Jenkins says Lil Jon got muscles now. He did just win that bodybuilding competition. You know,
he did.
Big ups to that. But the crunk to, what did you say? What is the crunk? What is it? The crunk, the snap.
Era.
Where was the trap? Is trap the overall thing, and crunk
trap
and
was
snap
kinda,
are?
I'm gonna say it's around the same period. So like early 2000s all the way until 2008, 9ish. That was a lot of T.I., a lot of Jeezy.
Right.
So that
T.I.,
was definitely trap.
I feel like for me, T.I. was the start of trap music. Yeah,
I'll give you that.
With I'm Serious and Rubber Band Man.
I'll give you that 100%.
That was
ATL was on fire.
They were.
Early
They really were.
They definitely was on fire.
And with the speaking of, and this is a great way to get us out of here. January 26th or 27th. One of those days. Somehow coming up in Miami, your guy Big Meech is having a ankle bracelet monitor off party, trying to bring it back. This is what I want to say to you with that. I understand you were locked up for a long time. Have your fun. But dog, you can't bring 2005 back. You really can't. It's not going to happen. But shout out to y'all. Listen, enjoy the weekend. Out of Bounds will be up in this piece tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll be back Monday at 6. Up next is the voice of reason, Zoe Williams. You know he's going to hit you in the head with that good nourishment that you need. Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, but today is my day. It's my day. And no matter what they say, it's my day. La 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 la, yeah. All she ever wanted was attention and a bunch of other shit I shouldn't mention. Cause she got daddy issues for days and days. But today, she ain't got shit to do. Her right along with you. So we gon' fuck around and vibe and vibe and vibe and vibe. I'm tryna live my life, but am I doing it right? Yeah, I'm tryna live my life, but am I doing it right? 'Cause they tell me I'm the man.